One was the Victorian Stroll. One was a tree lighting in Albany, rather, and the Victorian Stroll was in Troy. As Lynn Falsetti shows us now, the police actions that have been in the news most recently are not the only incidents that protesters had in mind.
From choirs in holiday cheer to chants of anger and frustration. The group Capital Area Against Mass Incarceration has been protesting in response to recent incidents making headlines. The death of Michael Brown in Ferguson and the chokehold death of Eric Garner in New York City.
That level of mistrust does exist here in Troy as well. You have to be willing to say, you want to do what's right. You want to see that everyone's treated fairly. And the only way we can do that, any of us, is that we all stand together and take that voice.
Now they're targeting this 32nd annual Troy Victorian Stroll to get their message across, lying in the streets. This group of protesters set up at the Troy Victorian Stroll for a reason. They have a specific message for the Troy police who are located just feet away from them, and they want it to be made loud and clear in front of all of these people.
The incident at Cocopelli's last year that sort of caused an uproar for a minute didn't really bring as much accountability to the Troy Police Department or as much of a relationship to that department with the community as people would like.
The group says there needs to be more independent control of the police force in Troy. Meanwhile, onlookers stood by, some in support, some offended at the time and place of this protest.
Well, it's certainly something that you didn't expect to see. I was here last year, and obviously these issues weren't coming up at the time, but now that they've been brought to the attention of the American people, I mean, it's a very important issue.
Then Capital Area Against Mass Incarceration took their picket signs and their message to Albany for the annual New York State holiday tree lighting ceremony.
That's where the people are, so that's where we're going to be.
Lynn Falsetti, CBS 6 News.
We reached out to the Troy Police Department to get a response to today's protest. Captain Dan DeWolf told us they're always trying to have a better relationship with the community, is the way he put it, and said they frequently attend community group meetings. He went on to say that they're open to hearing any concerns, and right now they have a police objective review committee that's independently run and will review calls and complaints involving the police department there in Troy.